Hello, welcome back to another vlog. So you're joining me today, ready for a moisturiser. I've literally just washed my hair. It's still, well, I part dried it, it's just like air drying for the rest of it. But you've joined me just before we start moisturising. And my armpits hairy? No. Okay, not sure what style this is. Yeah, just thought I would do another little vlog today. I am just gonna prep my skin. I really want to film some TikToks today, so I think I'm gonna put some makeup on and do some of them. Not that I don't do them without makeup, but I just feel like, I don't know, I say this in my vlogs all the time, I feel like I need to put makeup on to be productive for the day. But I'm gonna try out this Pixi Glow Mist first of all, because I think I've tried it like once or twice, but not really. And it is an all-over mist for a glowing, luminous and smooth complexion. So you can use it before makeup to hydrate, protect and nourish, which is what we're going to do. After makeup to set, adds a dewy finish and protects, and then any time to refresh makeup. I don't really see how it refreshes makeup, but I'm just going to use it to begin with as like a base and see if it helps prep my face at all. Refreshing. I feel like that would be nice in summer, to be honest. I'm feeling really unproductive at the minute. I think it's because the weather's so bad, and it's like, I don't know, when it was sunny the other day, I mean it's not awful right now, but when it was sunny the other day, I just felt really like I would wake up, go and eat some food outside, pop into the garden, like get some fresh air, go on a walk. And then yesterday it was literally raining all day, and I was like in so much more of a shitter mood because of it. I don't know. I always forget how much like good weather makes me feel like energised. So I could do with that coming back, please. Right, seeing as we're on a little Pixi theme, I'm going to use this Rose Ceramide Cream Intensive Moisturiser. I don't know if I should have put the spray on after this, but oh well. So I think today as well I might actually film a skincare, like what skincare I used to get rid of my acne essentially. Like I don't want to pinpoint it on skincare because I don't think that's entirely what cured my acne. Like I think it was just a process and diet and things like that, but the skincare that helped in the process. I might film that today because I think that would be quite a useful video. Like I remember when I was trying to get rid of my acne, and honestly like I was just watching so much YouTube trying to find like a cure, and there's no, oh, for God's sake, there's no like one thing that's going to work for everyone obviously. I don't know if it will be useful for everybody, but it might just like help you think of some more ideas or like brands that, I don't know. I know that when I literally had acne I would have tried anything, so it might be helpful. Right, I think what I'm going to do is put some music on and finish my makeup because I'm really in the mood to like, you know, get some tunes on, do my makeup. Okay, so I'm looking a bit more human now. I just wanted to say as well, this little bralette, if I can get the bottom in, is from a brand called Pixi, and they sent over the cutest PR package yesterday, so I thought I'd quickly show you on here. It is, it came, like, sorry, this is like the bougiest thing ever, like this came through my door and I was like, what's this? Because I wasn't expecting it to be in a box. I knew it was coming, but I like wouldn't expect underwear to be in a box. And I opened it and I was like, whoa. So it's this like proper cardboard little box. I've taken everything out now. The tissue paper, but this was the little bra set. It's like a light pink colour, and then this is the little thong to go with it. I got this in a small and this in a medium. However, this fits really nice in a small, and then the medium of these, because I thought, oh, I'll size up, is actually like not too tight, but like I wouldn't want to go any smaller, if you know what I mean. Like I would maybe try a large, so maybe size, if you're in between sizes, go for the bigger size on the bottoms. But I literally think they're so cute, like especially because we're like, well, I don't know if you are, but I'm literally living in loungewear. Like I honestly can't really remember the last time I wore a full outfit, so I'm enjoying like little pieces like this. I will put a top on so you don't have to see my boobs all day, but literally like all mornings I'm just chilling in this with like joggers or jeans or pyjama bottoms or something. If you're wanting to treat yourself, it is quite expensive, but it does feel like really good quality, so if you wanted to have something a little bit bougie and extra during lockdown, then I recommend. I'm just trying to sort some stuff out on my laptop. I've been trying to do this all morning. I'm really struggling. So basically we've got an exciting little thing coming up for consistency. So if you haven't watched any of my other vlogs or follow me on Instagram or anything like that, Consistency is a brand me and my best friend Charlotte set up, and it's like a digital commerce, social media growth kind of brand. So we're trying to also like set some things up like on social media for it as well. So this week we're doing like a lockdown campaign called One Thing. All of this will be up by the time I post this video, so you can go and check it out. I'll link it down below. But we've basically set up a little campaign where you can get involved and use the hashtag One Thing and let us know basically one thing you've learnt during lockdown. But we've got together loads of our favourite content creators and created like kind of like a, it's going to be an IGTV for it basically. So all of our favourite content creators are saying like one thing that they've learnt in lockdown. So it could be like they've learnt that they love doing yoga, or it could be you've learnt that your boyfriend's annoying, or you've learnt that you took things for granted, or anything that lockdown has taught you. And yeah, that's basically the campaign. I'm trying to edit everything on iMovie, so this is Chloe here, starred by Chloe, and I think people's lips are out of sync with what they're saying. Like if you look.
If you make a cake and it turns out perfectly, celebrate it.
Does that seem out of sync? I'm not sure, like I don't know if I'm just going crazy. Basically just putting together all the clips of that, which I finished doing pretty much last night, but I've been trying to play around. We want like, I'm hoping this all turns out really good, and then I can show you, or you can go and click the link below, and in fact it's going up today, so you'll see the end result by the end of the video. But we want like almost like a typewriter font at the start, and I've tried to do some things on Keynote which is really good, and I think I might actually start doing like an intro for my vlogs with it. But I'm trying to make everything Instagram story size, so I'm just struggling a little bit because obviously with the videos everyone has sent in to us, they're already vertical, but I would just flip them to horizontal before I like export it, whereas I don't know what to do for the Keynote thing because it all like comes kind of formatted funny because it's obviously meant for like presentations and stuff. So that's basically what I'm spending my time doing. It's just stressing me out, you know, when you've been doing something for too long and you're not like making any progress. Like I feel like I was up till 4 o'clock trying to edit this last night, and now I feel like I'm in the exact same place as about 2 AM yesterday, and I've had like all day doing it. I don't need to stress myself out about it. It's just like when you get an idea in your head you really want it to look a certain way. But yeah, we're just hoping it's going to be a little bit like motivational, uplifting. Like obviously it's not a very great time at the minute, like it can be quite sort of negative, like it's hard to stay positive in like the current situation, isn't it? So we just thought it'd be like fun to share, you know, one thing that is positive that's come out of it, or not even positive, just funny, anything, just like a fun little task, something to get involved with. So yeah, if you want to join in with that, tag consistency and tag the hashtag One Thing, and we'll be sharing them on our story, so you can come and get involved with that. Also, I bought white bed sheets the other day because I was getting so fed up. If you've seen many of my vlogs, you'll know that I kept taking off my blue like flowery bedding. Nice enough bedding because I'm back with my parents, that's like what they have on the spare room bed. But it's just not my aesthetic, like my Instagram aesthetic. So I bought some white bedding from Argos, and yeah, now my room looks a lot nicer, and it's just nicer to film as well. Like I prefer it being white. I've got some brown pillows underneath. Because I only ordered 2 pillowcases and not 4, but I think they look okay to be fair. Now I'm happy because I can vlog like this without horrible blue and pink flowers in my face. I forgot to mention, I've just put like the music into it. Basically Charlotte found this music last night that we wanted to like run in the background, and we're trying to go for something like motivational and like uplifting, like just, but not too much to like detract from everyone talking, and it's honestly made such a difference. Like I'm going to show you a little snippet now.
If you haven't done it before, because mine is now botched and I can't leave the house. Hey ho.
So if there's one thing I've learned in self-isolation, is how to train your mind.
If you watched my video the other day where I did my gel nails, they are staying on so well. Like I don't know if other people have this, but if I do nail varnish, my nails chip in like a day. Genuinely, they were chipped by the first day of doing them, and so far the only thing I've got is, I don't know if it'll focus on it. It's gonna focus on my face, isn't it? The only thing I've got is literally that little bit missing there, which I'm just going to put a little blob of gel on and today, and then I'm hoping that it won't like go any worse. But that's been 4 or 5 days now, and literally the rest are perfect. That's the only one. I'm curious to see how long they'll last now. Like, can they do a week, 2 weeks? They say they can last 2 weeks on the thing, so hopefully that'd be really good. But I think I'm just going to put a tiny bit of gel on that just so that it doesn't like keep chipping. I've just finished dinner and I've got a little crispy cake that I made yesterday, you've seen on Insta stories, and now I'm going to try and finish editing this bloody thing because it's taking way longer than I expected. So we're going to try and edit that, get that up, and yeah, just spend a bit of time on my laptop really and get things sorted. Right, so we've got some good news and we've got some bad news. The bad news first is that I've got a spot on my chin and like it's come up in the last couple of hours and it's very much under the skin, and for some dumb reason I just started like clawing at it because like it feels like it can be picked, but it's like so under the skin that it can't, so I don't know what I've just made it worse basically and red, and it's taking the foundation off, so just ignore that massive friend we've got joining us. Second thing is, that's a good thing, I've managed to finally find a way. Basically for the start of this one thing video I really wanted like typewriting, and I think I might have explained this earlier actually, and I've basically been struggling to do it like all evening. It's probably, somebody probably watching this is like, that's literally the easiest thing to do, but I just couldn't find anything to do it on. But people had said use Keynote, so I've been trying to do that, but I'm editing it all horizontally. But yeah, finally like getting somewhere, because I was really thinking that I'm not going to get this how I want it, but now I'm thinking I am. So the moral of the story is persistence is good. If at first you don't succeed, try and try again. I think what I'm going to do now is try and put my phone on airplane mode just for literally like 15 minutes, just so I focus on this consistency thing for a minute, and then what? Don't know what I was going to say. So I just want to show you how big this spider is. Gonna do it. Ah. Ew. And that, ladies and gents, is why if you saw my best friend controls my day and Charlotte tells me to pretend there's a spider in my room or in my hand, I didn't choose it in my hand because I can't even walk past a spider. Like, that was... I hope you appreciate. I hope when you saw that spider you thought, wow, thanks for getting that in your vlog, because that is literally... Ugh. Anyway, back to work. I've got myself a massive iced coffee. In a mug. It's not really as good as it because I feel like you need a straw to appreciate iced coffee, do you know what I mean? I should have put it in a glass and put like a little metal straw in it. Okay, so I've managed to basically find this typewriting noise on iMovie, which is this. And basically what I've done is I've just, you can see down here, I've cut the typewriting, which is this one. This is the music, this is the typewriting, to when the text is on the screen up here. I'm not sure how well you can see this. So if you see typing's happening now and I've got this piece of text and I've just stopped it in between. And what I'm thinking is maybe like having not an intro to my videos, but just like a screen at the start of my videos of like this typing thing, because I quite like it. Obviously the little typing doesn't work exactly on each letter, but it does like a close enough job, and I don't think if you were watching it you'd like notice that much. So yeah, I just think it looks really cool. But yeah, that's what I'm currently playing around with. We've got like a kind of Word document with what text we want on the start, so I'm going to add that in at the start and then add like the end bit, which is basically how you can get involved over here, and then it's going to be more or less done, which is exciting. If anyone is watching this who sent us one of these, thank you so much. Literally, I can't wait for you to see it because it is so cute. This is like a game of spot the influencer. Okay, so it is just gone midnight. I'm talking quite quietly because my mum and dad have gone to bed. But I finished the video. It's so good. There's one thing I just need to change, but it's pretty much done. I've exported it and everything. I just need to go back and edit something that went a little bit wrong. I'm really pleased with it. I'm so happy because earlier on I really thought it wasn't going to get to like the level that I wanted it to be at. But yeah, I'm so excited. We're gonna publish it tomorrow, and I'll probably put this vlog up tomorrow as well, so it'll probably have just gone live when I upload this video or in the last couple of hours, so I will link it. In fact, maybe I'll just put it into this video. I'm just gonna sort of finish up doing this and then catch up on my socials, because I haven't really been on anything like all day, and I just need to like sit in bed and go on TikTok and Instagram and everything like that. And I still want to clear my desk a little bit, so I'm just gonna take my makeup off, get into bed and just finish up this video. But thank you so much for watching. Hope it wasn't too boring, just being all about business. If you haven't already followed Consistency, that'll be in the description. Go and follow us, keep updated with all the things that we're
reality can be taken away from us, and you know, how all our everyday privileges can just disappear, so to appreciate everything that we have.
The one thing I've learned is that I enjoy reading a lot more than I thought I did.
The one thing I have learnt during this lockdown is that I need to save my coin and I need to move out because my family are doing my head in.
Thing I have learned is to celebrate the small wins. Nothing is ever too small to not celebrate. If you make a cake and it turns out perfectly, celebrate it.
One thing that I have learnt during lockdown is that not all time has to be spent being productive and ticking off a to-do list. Being productive could also mean sitting on the sofa with your mum, watching Netflix and eating pizza.
The one thing I learnt during lockdown is to take every day as it comes. If you didn't do a workout, that's fine. If you didn't get out of bed, that's fine. Take each day as it comes and be safe.
One thing I've learned during lockdown is to love myself a bit more. I think with everything that's been going on, we need to give ourselves a little break and a little bit more love.
One thing that I've learned from being in lockdown is never to do your own fake tan if you haven't done it before, because mine is now botched and I can't leave the house. Hey ho.
So if there's one thing I've learned in self-isolation, is how to train your mind and your body into loving something. I absolutely hated running before self-isolation, and now I look forward to my runs every day, as crazy as that sounds.
The one thing I've learned during lockdown is how many times in a week I can sleep in and how late I can sleep in as well.
The one thing that I've learned is the importance of taking life a little bit slower sometimes. That, and I'm also relearning Mandarin.
The one thing I have learned in lockdown is that I need to be a lot less hard on myself with pretty much everything I do, whether it's uni work or working out. I mean, I'm still learning how to do it, but we're getting better and better each day.
And the one thing I have learned during the lockdown is how to cook/bake more, and I've really enjoyed this.
The one thing that I've learned in lockdown is that when you're having motivated days, great, be productive, but when you're not, don't feel bad about it. Let yourself rest and let yourself just do whatever you need to do.
One thing that I have learned is to adapt. I adapt to being home and being able to shoot at home. So yeah, that's my thing.
The thing I've learned is to stay connected. It's really easy to feel isolated during this time, so that simple things such as a FaceTime call can make an entire day that little bit brighter.
Main thing that lockdown has made me appreciate being outside, going for walks and enjoying the little things. Look how beautiful it is as well. Love it.
One thing that I've learned is that I need to spend more time with family, and we need to go out and spend more quality time together when all this is over.
One thing that I've learned is that mental health is more important than anything else, so it is also fine not wanting to do anything, just wanting to stay in bed.
The one thing I've learned is to make every day something, even if that something is absolutely nothing.
The one thing that I've learned is having a dance party round your room will definitely help lift your mood.
One thing I've learned is to stop overthinking and to just do what I want to do when I want to do it for my own joy and happiness.
The number one thing that I have learned during lockdown would be to stop putting pressure on myself. Learned that the hard way, but yeah, it's a very good lesson to learn.
One thing I've learned is to appreciate the little things. It is so important in times like this.
One thing I have learned from lockdown is to slow down and take time for things that better my mental health, such as reading.
One thing that I have learned during lockdown is exactly how much I took for granted all of the things that I had before this all happened, and exactly how much I need to start appreciating the little things.
One thing that I've learned is that I am the biggest procrastinator ever, so having a to-do list is super important because it really sets out my day and makes sure that I stick to it.
The one thing I've learned is to appreciate the small and trivial things during lockdown that make me happy.
One thing I've learned is that you don't have to be productive all of the time, which is so different from my usual busy lifestyle where I feel so guilty if I'm not being productive constantly.
One thing I learned during lockdown is not to compare myself to other people's content. I used to do that all the time, and now I finally learned that I should just post content that I want to create and vibe in my own way.
One thing I have learned is to cherish every moment, say yes to more opportunities and to enjoy them.
One new thing I've learned is how to weave. I bought a kit to keep me busy during a lockdown holiday, made something small, and now we're creating pieces like this one.
Learned in lockdown is FaceTime is everything, food is life.
The one thing I've learned is that I love a face mask, any time of day, any kind of face mask, and I love baking banana bread. That doesn't mean I'm any good at it.
want to do more stuff like this. So if you enjoyed the One Thing campaign, there should be some more campaigns coming soon. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you do. We're nearly at 800, so please, you will make my day if you click subscribe.